Number 7 Ministries. The Spirit of the Lord is on me because He has anointed me to preach good news.
Hello, welcome to Number 7 Ministries Christian Outreach. Today's short sermonette is called The Flavor of Favour. 2 weeks ago, I went to a yogurt ice cream place, and when I walked into the place, a lady that worked there, she gave me this tiny, small, white paper cup, and she said that I was allowed to sample all the different flavors before I made a purchase. And I'm going to tell you, that was a huge relief, because there is nothing worse than giving your arm and your leg and making a huge investment in a cup of ice cream, and after you take the first taste, your mouth is furious at you and saying, what are you putting in my mouth? And it's already too late. You already made the investment. You don't want to look like a fool, so you just go ahead and eat that ice cream anyway and pretend that it is good. Well, I didn't have to go through any of that. I was allowed to sample every single flavor before I made an investment. And I'm going to tell you, it was an investment. It was $10 for 2 tiny little cups of ice cream, and it hurt. But I'm going to tell you, after I tasted, after I consumed the ice cream, every single bite was just powerful, exploding with flavor. And I was so happy. It was worth every single penny. And I'm going to tell you that as children of God, there is a cost, there is a price that we're going to have to pay to receive the favor of God. And what I mean by that is we are going to have to humble ourselves. We are going to have to deny ourselves, pick up our cross, and follow Jesus Christ. This flesh cannot always be pleased in order to receive the flavor of favor from Jesus Christ. It's going to cost rejection of mankind. God is going to put each and every one of us in a position where we're going to have to choose. Are we going to please man, or are we going to have to please God? In every situation, we have to make a choice. Who are we going to go with? Are we going to be scared to be rejected by man? Or are we going to be scared to be rejected by God? And God's going to show what's really in our heart. So the definition of favor is an approving attitude, goodwill, an act performed for generosity or mercy, a token of love, goodwill, to regard with a special kindness or approval, partiality, prejudice, favoritism, to treat gingerly with tenderness. And that is exactly what God does for his children. I'm telling you, it is a beautiful thing. And when you are walking in the favor of God, it's not only obvious to yourself, it's obvious to all those around you. They can look at you and they can see there's something different about you. Not that everything is peaches and roses and rainbows and butterflies, but they can see there's something different. That when you're walking, you have a light, you have a glow, you have a joy, you have a peace that passes all understanding. When everyone else would be miserable, complaining, you're praising God, you're thankful, you have a good attitude. There's something obvious about you, and that is the favor of God. In 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sins and I will heal their land. So there is an order that all of us are eligible to do and to receive the favor of God. We just have to do it. But if we don't do it, it don't matter what race you are. It don't matter if you're Jewish. It don't matter if you're Gentile. God is looking at your heart. He's looking at your intentions, and he's looking at your actions. And God is telling us the recipe for the sweet flavor of his favor. And that recipe begins with, we must be called by his name. We must hear his voice. The second ingredient to this flavor of favor is we must humble ourselves. The third ingredient is we must pray and we must seek after him. We must make a conscious effort and choice to pursue God. And then the final ingredient is we must turn. We must repent from our wicked ways. And then after we put in all those ingredients, we will be able to savor the flavor of God.